Okay, I work in a company that is GBA Languages Center and Corporation. Before that is a language school, but now we are uh, in the online teaching field. We are commonly partner with an internet with the biggest online teaching platform in Asia and in in United Kingdom, which is Native Camp. Why did you choose to be in a company and not in a regular school? Before, my first job was in a regular school, and it made me nothing. When we say nothing, hindi na siya, for me, hindi siya healthy. When I was in college, if you ask your instructor, I'm just a typical student. Mag-aaral ako, makapag-report lang, makapag-report lang, makapagpasa lang ng output, makapagpasa lang ng project, basta magka-grade lang. That's it. But when I become a teacher, I see everything, especially in education, na even na ganito lang pala siya. Hindi ko sinasabing madali sa education. It's just like na everything is about textbook. Parang pag sinabi mo sa estudyante mo na, okay, just answer page 1 to 15 and that's it. Learning is onto that. Pero hindi pala. So, I realized that hindi ko sinasabing hindi ako para sa education, hindi ako para sa teaching. I am also a licensed professional teacher. But dumating yung point ng buhay ko that may taong nagsabi sa akin na education is just a phase. It's just inside, para ka lang nasa loob ng box. And outside of that box is mas malawak pa, mas may maibibigay pa sa yung higit ng mundo. So I've tried to put into another jungle, sabi nga nila. Kasi most apparently, pag sa education kasi, pag graduate mo ng college, taking up the LET exam, and then you've passed, enter ka na kagad sa DepEd. But not necessarily ganun. So, sinabi ko sa sarili kong, sa buhay ko, babasagin ko yung sistema na yun. Parang, I don't like to have that kind of track na hindi masamang maging parte ng DepEd, pero at your age, na mga bata pa kayo, you have to realize na explore nyo yung mundo, na kung ano pa yung kaya mong gawin. Yung I always tell to myself and also to my employees that huwag kang mag-settle for less. One skill is not enough. Paano kung yung skill mo na yon in that time hindi na siya kailangan? Paano mo i-adjust yung sarili mo? And in my part, it happens na nasabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi lang pala pagiging English teacher ang kaya ko. At first, in this company, I become the academic head. And after that, I become the HR of the Human Resources Officer. And right now, 1 year, I am now the operations manager of this company. Yes, hindi ako tapos ng management, hindi ako tapos ng kahit anong business course. But luckily, I've really strive hard to learn about how to manage people. How to manage people with different perspective, different backgrounds. So, yung mga ganun. So, mas ginusto ko to kasi I know na kung hindi man maging okay ang education hindi man maging okay sa pagtuturo, masasabi ko sa sarili ko na pwede pa akong tanggapin sa ibang industriya. Pwede pa akong makipagsabayan sa sa ibang tao sa labas nung industriyang meron ako. So, yung ganun. So, I choose to be like that. Most commonly, ESP kasi we know that we make a structure of English based on the needs of specific group of people by textbook base. But in real world, especially me as a person who particularly put on that field, ESP is how you commonly use the language in the field that you actually use it. Like for example, me, I am a graduate of education, but use I'm not using my degree as an educator because I am more focused on management and business industry. So commonly, ESP is how you use the language to fulfill the needs of specific industry. Like me, I am focusing on the business and managing industry, which is English is a language that we use to communicate. Yun. Most commonly, before when there is no pandemic, 80% of our clients are Filipinos that they want to based or live or migrate in other countries such as in Germany, in France, especially in UK and United States before when we have face to face. But as of the moment that we are partner with the largest online teaching company, our clients are coming from different nations. Like for example, we have Japanese, we have Koreans, we have Chinese, we have Taiwanese, Vietnamese, we have also Colombians, we have Arabs, we have English people who study the English language. Our partner company provided the materials that we are using while we are teaching English. Commonly, we use learn that materials is not the typical English that you're study about nouns, about reading a story, is not just like that. Most commonly, their textbook is reality based. When we say reality based, more about news, more about different countries, culture, tradition that focuses on how to use the English language. Another thing is business English. We have also travel English. And the one thing that we commonly have in these materials are, if you're familiar with the Kalan method training, that is a kind of English learning which is their focuses on repetition because the company believes that repetition is one of the things that could only a student learn the language. Is it hard? Yes, it's difficult because first you have to understand what you have to focus on, finding the needs of your student. It's not just like you're a teacher teaching the English language and that's it. Making modules and syllabus is not about like that. When you make a syllabus and modules, you have to remember para saan to? Para kanino to? Bakit niya kailangan to? Bakit ko kailangan gawin to? You have to remember that it's not just about most apparently kasi ang education focus on textbook lang eh. Pero kami kasi nagfo-focus kami sa needs ng bawat estudyante namin. Like for example, if one of my students need about communication, so the modules and the syllabus is about communication. Nothing more than that. Because, di ba, sa school, we are bombarded in having grammar, reading, writing, reporting. But the question is, kailangan ba talaga natin yun? Yun ba talaga yung kailangan natin in learning language? Most commonly, sasabihin ko, yes, it's quite difficult because you have to, when you make your syllabus and module, kailangan fit siya dun sa gagamit. Yung kailangan alam mo yung kung sino yung gagamit at kailangan ba talaga siya nung gagamit. So, yung katulad nun. So, it's difficult, but along the way, when you used to it, making those things, magiging madali na lang siya. Before I make syllabus and modules for one day, pero most apparently right now, just give me 15 to 25 minutes, I'm done making those kind of modules and syllabus. What is the hardest module that you did? Why? Well, what is the hardest module? I have two most difficult module that I ever made. First is the TESOL training because I did that because I'm going, parang ano lang yan, parang nagma-master ka ng TESOL para makapag-train ka ng TESOL to other student. I know that you are familiar, I hope that you are familiar with TESOL. Another thing is modules for flight attendants. We are also a partner with one of the flight attendant training school here in Bulacan, and one of the difficulties for me making that kind of module for flight attendants, because I do not have any backgrounds in aviation industry. So, most apparently, nangangapa ako nun, parang paano ko to gagawin, how could be able to make this module that fits to the needs of of my learners, of my trainees especially. So yung ganun, ang pinakahirap kasi compare dun sa TESOL mastery ko, yung TESOL mastery kasi is just like education eh. The words is more on the same thing in education, same textbook, TESOL eh. So ito kasing sa flight attendants, mga flight attendants, aviation industry to, hindi mo alam kung paano ka gagawa ng certain activities na nangyayari to sa aviation industry. So, it took a while para matutunan ko siya. I've asked my friends who are flight attendants for 18 years, for how many years, and then I compiled those things. I've watched a lot of videos about aviation industry so that I can acquire their language particularly. So, yun. Para masabi ko na I can be a part also of that industry. So, yun. Yun yung mga pinakamahirap na modules for me na masasabi kong I am also really proud of kasi nagawa ko siya.